What's up, Walk Talk Fishing? As always, it's Chris back. Hope you guys are having a great day. Happy New Year's. It is literally January 1st, the beginning of the year. So any ambition you guys got to get out and tackle your goals, tackle your dreams, whether it's hunting, fishing, like my buddy over here, traveling the world, get out and do it. Make this year, 2022, your year to do whatever you want. Today's video, I'm pretty excited because I've always wanted to do like a little podcast segment. So the last video I watched, I posted for you guys to watch, was a little recap, you know, of what's going to happen this coming up year and what I'm done doing. I announced that I was done pay lake fishing, and some people may not like it, but I kind of like this whole podcast idea. It gives us a way to upload videos and really just talk to you guys, because a lot of channels, you'll watch them and you won't find them really talking about what's going to happen in the dull moments, because in reality, I have a fishing channel. It's been raining all week. I've been off work for a week and it's been raining for a week. So that's where that's where the time goes. I can't fish. I can't do nothing. You know, it hurts. But the reality of it is there is a way to go around that. There's a way to make things work. There's a way to still post and get outreach to you guys. But luckily for me today, I have a really good friend of mine today. We went to high school together for how many years before you graduated? Because you was 2 years ahead of me, right?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You graduated like 2019?
Yeah, and you graduated
2020, yeah. So he graduated a year ahead of me. Yeah. So if you don't mind, go ahead. It's my buddy Nick. He'll introduce himself. Talk about, because you also have your YouTube channel. I do. AnotherDaysWalk.
AnotherDaysWalk,
yes. Yes. So go ahead, and because you've been at this YouTube game a little bit longer than I have. So,
a little bit. It hasn't helped me any.
No, yeah. And it's, you know, people get lucky. You either blow up right out of the gate, or it takes you time and effort. But go ahead and talk about how you started, kind of your vision, your goals for starting your YouTube channel, and just, I mean, take it away, man. From there.
Yeah,
just go with it. I want to hear about this because we've yet to discuss it.
Yeah, I got you. Well, my name is Nick. A lot of people call me Poncho. I'm Poncho from Another Day's Walk. I start all my videos off like that. A little cringy, but you know, it's been the way it's been for a while. Now, when I first started my channel, this was, it would have been 2019.
Yeah,
I started the year.
You was in school, yeah, because I remember telling people in my class, like, check out your YouTube channel.
It was January of 2019, and what the plan was, I was gonna through hike the Appalachian Trail in 2020, and I was gonna start in, I think, February 15th, and that's all I was gonna do. That was my straight up plan, and it didn't all work out exactly the way I wanted to. I was trying to save up money to do it, and I didn't really save enough money to do it. And a buddy of mine that was hiking, he has a YouTube channel, both of them. It's Camper 2020, Screwball 2020. Care if I mention them?
No, yeah, I remember them actually.
But they're pretty big YouTubers in a way. They got like 2,000, 3,000 each, so they're up there in the world. But what happened was I ended up going down there, and I hiked one day with them, or a couple days, and then I did a 70-mile section. And after that section, a guy said, "Can you drive me to town and back?" So I drove him to town and back. He gave me $30. And from that moment, I was like, man, I could make a little money doing this. So I just started helping people out, and every now and then making a little video.
And this was right around COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was right when I first started.
Yeah, so you being able to provide people with a ride was actually your source of income while traveling. Yeah. While trying to do this, because no one was really like Ubers weren't a thing. Like, they were a thing, but everything was on complete lockdown. And you traveled to how many states while doing your YouTube?
Appalachian Trail wise, I went to 17 states.
Okay, so that trail goes through 17 that you went to.
Yeah, overall, I went to 32 states within the last year.
32 states in the last year and a half.
Farthest west that I went was New Mexico. I did hit Arizona, but I don't really count it because I was there for one day. And I started having car trouble, so I headed north to Colorado.
And you literally, you traveled, and you guys, like, that's my goal. Like, I want to travel and fish. And this guy travels and hikes and explores, you know, and I just want to do the same thing just with a fishing pole, you know. So having him to be able to talk to really goes a long way to get his insight, because you literally stayed in your minivan, didn't you?
Yeah, I lived in my minivan. Now, a couple things that I learned later down the road from at the beginning, I would go to truck stops and stuff to take showers.
Oh yeah, have fun with that.
And truck stops costed about $12
a night.
A shower. Anytime I take a shower, yeah, just take showers. I know it's something you don't think about every day, but when you live in a minivan, you gotta, or any type of vehicle, you gotta worry about taking showers or a place to brush your teeth, all that fun stuff. So what I ended up doing, about a month and a half in, I got Planet Fitness membership.
Yeah.
And with the Planet Fitness membership, it was, I think, $12 a month for the black card, which means you can go to any Planet Fitness across the country. And every Planet Fitness has a shower and a shower room.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was able to spend $12 a month on showers instead of $12 a shower, and I really hope I at least took more than one shower a month.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it all worked out. It was very interesting.
100%. It was like, because you started your YouTube channel before I even started mine. I've had mine less than a year. I started mine in March, like late February, beginning of March. And by this time, you had yours for about a year.
Yeah, I was doing pretty good at that.
Yeah, and so when you look for a reason to start YouTube, you know, like, of course I've always wanted to start one. I've always enjoyed fishing and I wanted to share with people, and really just like an outsource, try to learn and stuff, because like, you know, I'm in West Virginia, so the fishing down here may not be as good as it is in Texas or Colorado or Arizona, right? And so having him he traveled like that, I'm like, bro, it'd be cool if I could go with you, and I want to start a YouTube channel. So like, it's good to have someone to talk to, and I think that a big thing, like new YouTubers, us especially, because you've had yours for a couple years, I've had mine less than a year, you know, we get on YouTube and all you can do is educate yourself. Like, I'm always watching fishing videos, I'm always watching how to lay out your car to sleep in it, you know, like just different stuff to try to educate myself. And when you look on YouTube, you're like, how to start a YouTube in 2021 or 2022. It's people with thousands and millions of subscribers who are like, do this, this, and this, and yeah, that's cool. You know, these people aren't lying. These guys have obviously done it. They're obviously,
they know what they're
obviously winning at the game. But I think that it's so cool that we can come together, and I'm so grateful that you was able to come down, because you're not traveling at the moment, you're working and doing school, that we could actually talk about both of our experiences of starting a YouTube channel. We're both so small, because we don't have that high subscriber rate, that high watch time hours. We're really, you know, we're as real as it gets, guys. Like, we do what we can and we enjoy it, and it's it's a process.
Yeah, like at the beginning, I worried about the numbers. I worried about like every time I'd have like one view less than I had on the video before. I was like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah, yeah.
And I kept getting in my head. And then like when you really look at the picture, when you do this kind of thing, when you do YouTube, you can't be there. You can't be trying to do it, I guess, for like the fame, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the reason to do it. You're not gonna yeah, people get like places doing it that way, but you gotta enjoy what you're doing and just keep doing what you enjoy doing, or you're not gonna get anywhere. Yeah. And if you do get there, you're not gonna be happy with what you're doing at that point. So I mean, just stick to yourself is the best thing I can say.
And so a lot of people, because me included, YouTube Studio, you know, like you click on it, right? And it's everyone who has a YouTube channel has it, right? It's how you edit your thumbnail and stuff like that. It's how you check your comments and your view time and your click-through rate, right? And so when you look at that, the first thing you do, you're either going to have a wow, look at me, or a wow, what am I doing wrong, right? Yeah. And so a lot of people will actually say you shouldn't watch that. Like, you shouldn't, you shouldn't be going through and basting whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. Because, guys, let me tell you, you can post a video and it can rock. Like, it can be like an amazing video, great content, great footage. Everything's perfect, but it's not reaching people. And it may not be your fault that it's not reaching people. Fishing and hiking, there's so much that's out there that's similar. You know, there's a lot of fishing.
And then you also got to look at, there's so many different categories of things that kind of bridge together.
Yeah, and so if you do YouTube, it's because you want to do it and you have fun doing it. And then there's simply the people who do it just for the money, and if you do, that's perfectly fine. But you really...
It's hard to get to that point, too.
Yeah, it is. Right. You know, it's really a dream. You really have to want to do it, and you enjoy doing it. And that's why you keep going, no matter what your view time says or anything like that. But before we get too dragged into the whole, like, view time and everything like that, you you just posted a video on your channel, right?
Yeah, I did.
About the, you did a rain suit.
Yeah, I did a review.
Right?
See, I've been doing, I enjoy doing little review videos, and this is probably more against everything I just said, but they do a little bit better on my channel than other videos. It seems like people click them more, so, and they're fun to do for me, and it's just, you know, a way to go.
So, for me in particular, so, you know, like, we're friends, I want to know what your mindset was leaving West Virginia, traveling to the first place that was far away. I don't mean Virginia, I don't mean Ohio, I don't mean anything that's touching West Virginia. I mean, like, a big step away from West Virginia. Like, what was your mindset? Because for me, I don't know where my first place is going to be.
Honestly, I never traveled a lot when I was, like, younger and stuff like that. So, like, the first time I was away was when I was going to hike in Tennessee, which isn't, you know, it isn't too far away. But that was, like, my first kind of step out.
Okay, so you didn't go very far away.
No,
you started close to home.
I started in Tennessee and actually worked myself closer from there.
Okay.
Like, I went from Tennessee, but when I went to, like I was saying earlier, when I went to Tennessee, it was going just to do, like, a few-day hike with some
some
friends.
friends.
It wasn't nothing big. And it kind of got real once I hit, like, what you're talking about really hit me when I got to, like, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, like, up northeast. That was, like, my first away. And
I would imagine that it's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it is.
Because
especially,
you're going far away from home. You're all alone. Whether you're with friends or not, at the end of the day, if you're staying there, you're in a minivan.
And of course there was, like, you know, times that I was 3-4 days without anybody. Like, because people that was hiking, they're not going to be in a town every day, you know.
Right.
It takes 3 or 4 days from town to town or whatever, and I just pick them up and take them in. So there was some moments there. But you meet, like, I mean, best thing I can say is just meet the people that's in the area, like, you know, the locals. Talk to them, find out where to go. I found some awesome fishing places in like Vermont and Massachusetts.
Like, a lot of people I watch, like, they're from Maine and Massachusetts and Vermont. Like, I'm so excited to get out of West Virginia to be able to do some different kind of fishing. Like, obviously, like, if you can't catch fish in West Virginia, you're not going to be able to travel somewhere and catch fish. But, like, it's you know, you enjoy it, so you want to do it.
Yeah, and I'd say also with fishing, it's good to know, like, someone that's there. Like, that
someone
fishes that area regularly.
100%. Someone that can put you on fish, show you the area.
Just get you started. Then you do your own thing and see what
exactly.
works.
Like, it's like, I know when it gets warm, you probably plan on picking back up where you left off and traveling a little bit more.
Yeah, I've got some hiking trails planned.
Right. You know, and the same for me. Like, I have a kayak, a Bonafide SS107 in layaway, paying on it as soon as it's paid off. Guys, it's wintertime, so I don't need it right away. But that is my big excitement. Like, being able to get this kayak is really going to open up a whole new world for me, because I can travel to some of these lakes that I want to go to. Because you know as well as I do, you don't want to show up on foot because you're not going to be able to fish. You can fish from a bank, but it's not going to be the same. Like, I want to be out on the water, feel natural, you know, fishing, you know, just being able to enjoy it. So, like...
But, I mean, if you also look at it, I think sometimes it's kind of enjoyable just to go, like, to some little river you don't know about. And just, like, see what you catch.
No, 100%. Like, river fish, backwater fish, bass fish, man, I love it all. And you also enjoy to fish.
Yeah, I'm no professional, but sometimes I have trouble catching bluegills. So
I just, listen, I do too. I just...
So it tells you where I'm at.
Yeah, it's... But. So, like, I guess another question is, the biggest advice that you could give to someone who is just wanting to start a YouTube channel.
Okay, YouTube channel.
And it's going to be some kind of, like, outdoors, hiking, because that's your specialty, you know, whether you're famous or not. You've been there and you've done it and you've lived it, you know. So kind of recap, like, what they should start with, like, with camera gear, the basic of the basics, a couple $100. You know, just what do you think that people should really start with so they don't overthink it?
So, like, some type of... Honestly, when you first get started, just use what you got. Like, if you have everyone... Like, not everyone, most people have some sort of cell phone with a camera.
Correct. Yeah.
Like, I don't know many people
my first 4 or 5 videos is done from my phone.
Yeah,
so 100%.
Like, just start with your phone. And the biggest advice I can give anybody is pick something you like
Yeah.
and stick to it. YouTube really likes it when you're in a very small bubble. Like, you get too far wide out.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you do hiking on this video, and then this video you do hunting, and then this video you do fishing, which hunting and fishing can go along.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
when you do all of that, you have these particular viewers that like the hiking portion.
100%.
You got these viewers that like the hunting portion, and these that like the fishing portion.
100%.
So you'll be going up and down all the time. Instead, like you're not going to get the
find your niche and stick in your bubble.
You need to stick to it. I'm really bad at this because I've done
Me
everything.
too.
From van life to hiking to travel to just all kinds of stuff. And I have really noticed that, like, when you start bouncing around like that, it will eventually hurt you a little bit.
No, yeah, 100%. And I think that's, like, and I don't mean to cut you off, like, I think that's what hurts me at the moment is because most of the people that watch my videos, I bet over half my subscribers are pay lake fishermen. And so when they watch the video of me saying that I'm done pay lake fishing, they're going to be pissed. Like, they're not going to like it.
Yeah.
But the simple fact of it is, like, I would jump from pay lake fishing to bass fishing to river fishing. And it's all tied in together, don't get me wrong, because fishing's fishing. And anyone who likes to fish is going to like to do most of those kinds of fishing. But I think that with the way the YouTube algorithm works, is it's going to put you, like he said, in your own niche, in your own bubble. And
especially when you start getting subscribers.
Oh, 100%. If it takes your first 10 videos or straight catfish videos from the river, cool. Like, YouTube's going to throw everybody your way if they're good videos. But then the second you're like 10 catfish and then you're camping in the woods overnight, that's a completely different segment of outdoors, you know? So, like, it's kind of, you know, stick with your niche. And I think that,
like, I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have, like, I mean, it's not like a written in stone.
No,
There's been people that have been successful jumping all over the place.
Yeah, it's all how you manage it. It's all how you can correctly manage it and make it make sense.
And
no one likes a video more than that, the one that makes sense.
Yeah, and don't make promises that you can't keep on a channel either. It's like, don't say I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Don't do it. That hurt me a little bit at the beginning too, because I was all like, my whole channel was hiking the Appalachian Trail. And everything just didn't work out, you know, and I didn't get to. And I was like, man. And when that happened, I ended up losing quite a bit, and then it didn't help me any that COVID started. Yeah. And I was traveling a little bit, and people was like, why are you traveling in the middle of a pandemic?
Yeah. People didn't like that.
Yeah. So that hurt me too a little bit. And
it's.
Then I got to the point where I just stopped posting, and that really hurt me.
Yeah, 100%.
Staying consistent is important. I would say that's one of the top things. Like, it doesn't matter if you can't post like once every 2 months. Just always post like that day every 2 months.
Yeah, and honestly, like, this isn't him saying you'll be successful on YouTube if you post every 2 months, because 9 times out of 10 you'll be very slow.
Yeah,
and if you're doing YouTube, then you're obviously posting more than that. I would say, for me personally, fishing content, if you're not posting 2 to 3 videos a week, you're probably going to fall behind in that YouTube algorithm.
See,
it's rough for fishing people because, like I said last podcast video, is I should have 7 to 12 more videos posted, but I go fishing and I don't catch no fish. Yeah, I fall over and get stuck in thorns, but I don't catch no fish. You know what I mean?
See, I agree, but at some little part, like, kind of disagree. Part of that, it's like, I get what you're saying, 2 or 3 videos a week. Like, that's going to help you.
It is.
But if you post 2 or 3 videos this week and the next week you can only post 1, and the YouTube algorithm, it just hurts you. So I always would, like, my personal recommendation is no one start doing more than 1 video a week until you can get to the point where you're confident. Confident and ready to do it all.
Yeah, like there's a handful of bullet points that I can literally throw at you guys with just between both of us being very new to YouTube and very new to learning how the algorithm works. It's
I'm bad at it.
Being confident in yourself and in your channel, no matter whether you're learning or not, you know that you're only bettering yourself and you're trying to better your audience together. So confidence is key. Originality and personality go hand in hand, because if you're not being original, like, it's one thing, like, if you copy someone's video, because that's a big video, a big topic, so you can do it as well and add your own twist on it. Confidence, originality, personality, consistency.
Just don't say someone's video word for word.
No, but those 4 things right there, if you do those, you will be successful on YouTube, and don't always pay attention to, like, that subscriber count, because there's going to be times where you're not going to gain several, you know? Like, there's been times where I've woke up and got 3 more subscribers. I'm like, heck yeah. And then there's been a week where I haven't got the first one.
Yeah.
You know?
And don't set your bar too high.
No.
A lot of people do that. They sit there and they get started. They're like, I want to have 1,000 subscribers in a month. And it's like, it's hard to get 1,000 subscribers in a year.
Yeah,
it's
100%. Yeah, unless you're in like a clique.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
And you can. Another thing is when I first started, if a video did bad after a couple weeks, I wanted to just take it down, like just unpost it. But I found out there's some videos that I posted like a year ago, almost 2 years ago, that just like I had like 30 views when I first came out, never got anything else.
Yeah.
And now I go back and look at it, and I got like 1,000 views within the last 24 hours. Like people, like sometimes it takes it a second, and then that video will finally get what it needs. So.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. How many YouTubers do you go to their channel and you're like, I love watching this YouTuber? For me, a YouTuber I watch is a lot of John B, a lot of Fishing with Becca. Like I love her channel for sure and his channel. But Fishing with Becca, she's been around for a handful of years. And she's like 35, 36, 37,000 subscribers. I will go on her channel and go back as far as I can to see how she first played herself in a role of, I'm behind a camera, I love to fish, now I gotta throw that persona onto you guys and show you guys that, and show you guys I'm original, who I am. And so watching your favorite YouTuber's oldest video and learning how they were then and how they are now, it can really help your own mentality.
Yeah, and you change a lot.
Yeah, you learn a lot from people, and it's always take in recommendations, take in side comments, take in anything that you can that you think is going to help teach you and navigate you to the right way. Because any YouTuber wants a fellow YouTuber to be successful.
Yeah.
Because we all love the idea, we all love the dream of making YouTube videos. Because in the end of the day, it's all to help people, right? It's all to guide people into the right direction to learn something or simply have enjoyment of entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, entertainment. But those handful of things, and you guys will be successful on YouTube, whether it takes 6 months, whether it takes 2 years, you will get there. Confidence is key. Originality, personality, consistency, right? It's all going to tie into each other. You can't let a bad week, a bad month, a slow period of uploading time affect you mentally. You got to keep going. You got to keep enjoying it. Go at every video with the same enthusiasm you went in your first video. Keep that excitement, you guys. People love it. Like it, So as far as those 4 things, do those and you'll be okay. You got anything else to add to do that like these people could, like, because people like myself, if you don't see overnight success, you're like, man, what am I doing wrong? And that's where people go wrong.
And it's like with me too. My first video, I didn't get one view on my first video for like 3 days. Like nothing. Nobody looked at like absolutely nothing. And I even had people try to look it up and they couldn't even find my video. So a good tip there is make good titles. And you don't have to necessarily have clickbait titles, but like don't have some paragraph long title, especially for your first video, because it's not.
Yeah, pick keywords.
Yeah,
pick
like
keywords.
Short, 3 to 4, maybe even a 1-word title if possible.
Yeah,
something easily.
No, I suck at YouTube Shorts. Like some of them get 1,000 views of that, but I'm not good at shorts on YouTube. Now that is a way to grow your channel.
I've never tried that. I've never even done a short, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, so now that we're talking about shorts, which is the way to grow your channel. We'll touch on shorts, and let's talk on what you can use to share your YouTube. And then, honestly, that's probably most of what we can touch on to start a YouTube channel in 2022, because the fact of the matter is, if you guys are watching this, you're either already starting or you're you're 1 click away from adding your profile to a YouTube channel. And I love that. We both love that. We want you guys to do it. Any questions you guys ever have, you're more than welcome to comment down below. He's always up posting videos on his. You guys can check out his. I'll make sure I leave the link down below. But as far as sharing your channel, social media, guys, like TikTok. Instagram is playing a big role. TikTok is playing a major role right now. Facebook, especially if you're a fisherman, what kind of fish do you like to catch and where are you fishing at? 9 times out of 10, for me, for example, I'm in West Virginia. I target catfish and bass. Bam, there's at least a dozen of each of those groups that you can.
Facebook groups.
Now watch in the groups, but 9 times out of 10, you can post your channel in that group and they won't care.
It depends on the group too.
Yeah, exactly. The moderators will care, some of them won't care. But you
Reddit,
roll the
even,
dice,
I mean,
yeah.
You can post your channel on Reddit.
Whatever you want to do to help grow.
You can go out on as many limbs as you want and just see what happens.
I mean, honestly, I think that's just about all we can touch on to get people, to get the ball rolling, to get that first channel uploaded, even if it's introducing yourself and your channel and what you're going to do. My biggest advice is just do it. I mean, do it, and don't worry about how you look on camera. Of course, put yourself together and, try to be who you are, but don't be fake, don't be too shy, because people all the time get on a video and they're like, I'm glad that person shows who they are, because that just motivated me to not be scared behind a channel. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I mean, it was a blessing to have him over here at Another Day's Walk. Like I said, his YouTube channel will definitely be in the description down below for sure. But I really do appreciate you guys stopping in. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Check out the videos that I posted last. Make sure you hit the notification button so you can hit all the videos I post in the future. We'll see you next time. Hopefully this guy can join me when the weather gets warm. Hopefully I'll be in his videos. We'll see you in the next video. Walk, talk, fishing.